Do I have to split my retirement account during a divorce? And how can I avoid paying penalties and taxes? What's the deal with retirement assets?
The good news is that all assets split pursuant to a divorce, or we call it equitable distribution, there's no tax consequences. So, said differently, there's no tax consequences because of your divorce. Clearly, if you sell a property, you're going to have to pay taxes on it jointly, as anyone would. But if you're transferring money from a 401k, let's say, and you're rollovering part of it to an IRA, there's no tax consequences with that. You will have to divide your retirement accounts. So the monies that are subject to distribution between your spouse is anything earned from the date of your marriage to the date of complaint for divorce, or you otherwise agree on an end date. That marital, we call it the marital coverture, that time that you were married and what you earned is subject to division between you and your spouse.
And is that always 50-50?
It's not always 50-50, but passive assets such as retirement accounts, bank accounts, real property, things that increase in value based on market fluctuations, those usually tend to be 50-50. Our statute is equitable distribution, not equal distribution. So that means that there's many factors that the court would consider as to what's equitable. Those include time that both spouses need, ability to pay, time away from the workforce, who put the money in. For example, if you're selling a house and you recently purchased it and one party used $300,000 of their premarital IRA to purchase the house, that would be taken into consideration as long as the purchase was recent in time to when you distribute. Maybe they would get all of the $300,000 back, maybe they wouldn't, but it would certainly not be a 50-50 split. And so, it depends on many factors.
Right.
So those are passive assets. Active assets, such as if I owned a business, that wouldn't necessarily be 50-50. An active asset increases in value because of my work efforts.
Right.
As opposed
what you're
to
doing.
just
Yep.
right, as opposed to the market fluctuation. So that would be less than a 50-50 split. This meaning the spouse who did not own the business and who did not increase the value with their work efforts, while they certainly did help the other spouse, maybe by entertaining clients, allowing them to do that while they took care of the children, they would still be entitled to a significant portion, but it's unlikely to be equal.